Okay, welcome back to the channel. I've got this box that arrived this morning, which I forgot that I'd ordered 6 new Dreamcast games due for release by Josh Prod and Pixel Heart, and they arrived today in the nick of time, so I'm actually self-isolating in a minute, so it gives me something to do over the next 10 days. So right, okay, let's have a little look in. So we've got Tough Guy here, which is the first up out of the box. Looks pretty good, just standard sort of beat 'em up fare, which is by Pico Interactive, published by Josh Prod and Pixel Heart. It looks pretty decent actually. It looks sort of almost 16-bit-ish in its presentation, or sort of Neo Geo, if you want to get all technical about it. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Looking forward to giving that a try, and might even do just a video based on that to see what it's like. Second one out of the box is Satazius Next. This one was a Steam release back in the day, and I believe that this one was ported over to the Dreamcast with some extra features and bits and pieces in the game that I don't think are in the Steam version. So it's almost like an enhanced version, almost. It's quite a high copy number, this one, over 2,000 out of 3,000 copies. And yeah, the attention to detail looks pretty good on that. It's a game by Astroport, who Josh Prod and Pixel Heart work with quite closely. Next out is Wolfflame. Again, this is a Steam release, but I think again by Astroport. You can see that the spines are quite nice on these actually, and they use the later typeface rather than the logos that you used to get with the earlier Dreamcast software. Again, quite nicely presented on the back. French is the first language, English after. It's over 2,000 again on the copies, but otherwise it looks pretty good. Look forward to playing this one. I think that might be a standout title in this bunch. Really looking forward to playing that. Next out is Supercharged robot Vulkaiser. Again, I think this one is from Steam, and I think another one by Astroport. Nice clear typeface on the side there as well. Everything's kept very uniform on these releases, which is good. Get a brief description of the game on the back, which seems to be a space shoot-'em-up game. And this one is 1,121 out of 3,000, so that's relatively middle of the road. So give that one a try and see what you like. Alice Sisters, this one is by Orion Soft, and they've worked on a few Dreamcast games in the past. The second time I think they've worked with Pixel Heart and Josh Prod, as they had another Alice game that was in the last. Oh, we've got a crack in the corner of that. Oh, one in that corner as well. This one doesn't survive very well at all. Oh well, okay, well, I'm going to play it anyway, I'm not going to keep it sealed. But it is copy number 24, which is quite refreshing. That's nice. It's actually quite a bit lower than the previous ones that we've got in the bundle here. Yeah, that crack is a bit major though. I might have changed that case out for a copy of Choo Choo Rocket or something. But right, okay, so the last one in this pile is the one I'm most looking forward to, which is Rocketron, or Rocketron to his friends. This one I did actually do a little bit of beta testing for a couple of years back actually, and I was quite impressed with the early impressions of this game, so really look forward to playing the final product, and hopefully they've sorted out their frame rate. Copy number 60 out of 3,000, that's very respectable indeed. So yeah, this is quite a little platformy type Metroidvania game, and yeah, all sorts of like little special features and stuff in this game. Right, so as you can see, they're all uniform there, which is good. We like that. That really does help when you display them on the shelf. In the package also I got this, which is a new thing that Pixel Heart seems to have started doing, because I didn't get this in the last batch, but they have like a badge set now, which, you know, you get a random badge when you spend over €30 on particular products from Pixel Heart, and I've got the Gangrio one here. Yeah, it looks kind of cool. It's, you know, not neat little collectible. I don't think I'll keep it, but it is what it is. Right, I just want to show you the discs on these games and the insides of the boxes. So let's go with Satazius Next here. Cover's quite nice, nicely presented, as is the disc in here. It looks kind of cool, nicely presented. You've got Pixel Heart's CD compatible Dreamcast system written there, pretty clear what it is, should you ever lose your box. The underside of the disc, they are silver discs, naturally not gigabyte discs, because I don't make those anymore, and I don't think you'd be able to use them anyway, so they are just written on compact discs, but it's certainly better than being on a CDR. You've got a matching manual on the inside of the case here. It's not particularly large, probably about 10 or so pages, and then you've got a certificate of authenticity in the back of the the box as well, which you get with each of these games. So that's nice little features. Nice to have a proper booklet. Moving on to Vulkaiser. We've got a different CD design actually in here versus the front cover, which is quite nice. It's that is pretty cool actually. The animation on that is it's very nice. Well presented. Got your pixel art bit in red this time around. Just matching some of the colours actually on the packaging, I think. So let's get that back in there and let's have a little bit look at the booklet on this one. Okay, it's a bit different. I think that's a different booklet design versus the front cover. Yes, that's different. That might very well be the NTSC type packaging. You've got a certificate in there on the back, obviously. You've got your logos and all games that are also available from Josh Prod and Pixel Art. The cover on this one I think is the NTSC version, so I think they've used that just to mix it up a little bit, which is kind of cool little touch. Inside Tough Guy here, it looks like they've used the top part of the cover as the CD design here. You can see the drawings of the characters match up with the front cover. Again, a different booklet though as well. That's cool. That must be maybe the main antagonist in the game itself, featured on the manual. He looks pretty tough. And your certificate in the back. That's pretty cool. I do like that front cover actually. It's really quite cool. Sort of less Neo Geo like and more Dreamcast like, I find. Right, moving on to Rocketron. And inside here, relatively decent CD of different natures to the front cover, which is cool. They put some effort into this. I don't know whether the discs are different to the ones that you get in the NTSC style ones, because naturally the games will play the same. They are essentially the same code. Manual is the same as the front cover, which is fair enough. And obviously a certificate in the back again. It's nice that they sort of give you a relatively sizable booklet with these. Not the biggest thing in the world, but for 10 to 15 pages it certainly gives you enough to get started. Alice Sisters here, the Orion Tough one. This one here has a rather garish orangey type logo bit at the bottom, and the booklet matches the front cover. Probably the lowest amount of effort in the releases, I think, with when it comes to the packaging design for this one. You've got a certificate there again, and it's flip through the pages here. Look, it's just all languages and stuff, with a little bit of the brief plot on the front page there, which is kind of cool. But I don't think that one's the best effort one out of the bunch. Wolf Flame, which is pretty cool. If we get inside here, see now that disc is totally different to the ones that you get in this other batch. It's totally different to the front cover, and that's actually quite a nicely presented CD. I think they put a lot of effort into that one. The booklet is the same as the front cover, but that's okay. Like I said, this is the game I'm probably most looking forward to playing in the whole batch. Got some of the previous Pixel Heart stuff, and then the stuff that's in this batch as well, should you feel you want to buy it. And all these games are available on Pixel Heart's website, so I sort of strongly recommend you picking some of them up just to support the Dreamcast and overall the scene itself, especially the Pound Sign ones. They're really cool. But as just a last comparison, I want to compare something that's native to all these releases here, that they all seem to be lacking something that even Josh Prod's early work had, and that's the top Dreamcast banner. What is a strange omission with this, something that actually quite annoys me each time they do this, is that the later Dreamcast games, as shown here by Rush Rally Reloaded, which is again a Pixar and Josh Prod game, that they were putting the top Dreamcast banner on it. Now this was found on Dreamcast software from late 2000 to the very end in 2002. This doesn't have it. This is more like the launch type software. So it's just a little thing, but it's actually really, really irritating for someone who's a collector. And inside you can see that they even went to the effort of putting the Dreamcast logo and swell in on the disc as well, which if we have a look at the other games, the newer type stuff, we've been doing this for a couple of batches now, which they've stopped doing. It actually looks quite odd. It doesn't, the black doesn't go all the way up to the top of the disc. Or I appreciate they want to advertise their branding and stuff like that, and then perhaps worried about being sued, but in all honesty, if you've done it with a few batches, I can't see why you just can't continue doing it. For someone who's a collector, I actually really, really do enjoy having that Dreamcast banner up there, because it would be on the later software. As you can see, it's on the booklet as well. Or perhaps giving people the option of having a reversible cover with that Dreamcast banner at the top of it, to save getting sued. But at this stage of the game, I really don't think Sega have any intentions of suing anyone when it comes to making unlicensed Dreamcast software. But yeah, it's just a little thing. As it turns out, the packaging's really pretty anyway, because those PAL boxes are absolutely amazing when you've got them stacked in your collection. But yeah, it just would be nice. It kind of seems like they put a bit more effort into the back covers here as well. As you see, they've put a generic black, almost PlayStation 1 type disc versus the compact disc logo they had on the back here on the earlier releases. Now you've got the attention thing taken away by the sticker that tells you what numbers you got, and also some of the bits and pieces change places, but it's just a little thing. But alright, well, I'll catch you next time, but I'm pleased to play these games and I'll let you know how I feel about them.